All right. Hello. Welcome back. It's the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. It's been an absolutely crazy weekend in the league, and we've got a number of different scores to get through, different results. But first, if you liked all the goals this weekend, let's get as many likes as goals scored. I know that Newcastle Spurs game really helped out with that one. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and get the notification bell on. All right, you know me. I like chronology, so we'll start with Fulham hosting Leeds. And this one was an interesting one. I thought kind of back and forth, but I thought it went the way we would think with Leeds sitting back, giving Fulham the ball, but kind of didn't pop off till the end, till about the 60th. We've lost Lewis. I don't know what he's doing there, but yeah. Fantastic finish for the first goal for Harry Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pereira's got the easiest
Yes.
finish you'll ever have. I mean, Lukaku would have missed, but I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that was
probably would have.
That's a low blow, man.
That was a low blow.
He
Lukaku's
probably
okay.
He shouldn't miss 6 foot away from the goal in a World Cup. Like, he brought it
that
on
was like
man.
2 feet.
He brought it on himself, man.
Pereira was in the goal when he trapped.
Yeah, he pretty much was in the goal when he took the shot.
He's in trouble, man.
Yeah,
Robbie Musto said it in analysis yesterday. They're going to need someone else to be bad. They're going to need other teams to be really bad to stay up, because even the goal they scored was
an own goal.
It was an own goal, yeah.
It wasn't great. Do you guys think Leeds can stay up? Like, where are they going to find points? It's not a good run in.
It's not a good run for them, yeah.
I mean, Leicester is bad, man. Everton is bad, man. They only need to be better than 3 teams.
Everton pulled away a draw down a man, though.
It's Leicester next week. It's Leicester. I mean, the Leeds season is in the next 2 weeks.
They pretty much come down to this match this week, yeah.
It's Leicester and then Bournemouth.
There you go.
Because then the 4 games after that, no.
Oh, they're losing those.
Losing those. I'm going to be cheering Leeds on May 6th, of course, because they're at the Empty Head. So I'm really going to be cheering for the Leeds United States. But it's rough pumpkins, because just like Arsenal, they have to play Newcastle right after City. That sucks. They'll get a win versus Tottenham on the last day. But yeah, Leeds looking like they're in trouble. They gotta up the performance against Leicester. But good on to Fulham. They've bounced back after having a run that wasn't great. And they were able to get the 3 points at home, as you would expect. They're still missing Mitrovic.
Yeah.
If you ask me, but
he has 2 more weeks left or 3 more, something like that.
He's got a couple, yeah. I think he's only going to be able to play the last couple of games.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, they'll need him though.
They'll need him. I don't think, I used to think Fulham might be in there with a charge to the top, 4th place, 3rd, 5th place, maybe even.
No, they're in 9th now.
Yeah,
They're
not
9th. It's not
right.
not looking good. Not looking good at all.
Well,
Another couple of teams up in there going for it. Brentford and Aston Villa was actually a fantastic game, I thought.
That was an awesome game.
Yeah.
very
For the
good.
neutral, that was an awesome game. You want to go watch what the Premier League's all about, why we like it, why the teams are so close. Everyone competes with everyone. That game's a showcase. There's a couple games this season where I've said that, hey, this represents the Premier League and why we love the league as a whole. From a neutral standpoint, you want to watch a Premier League game, go watch that one. It was awesome showcase of how talented both sides can be, how competitive both sides can be, how dangerous. Yeah, exactly. How dangerous both sides can be. Villa are resurgent. I think Unai's really turned that club around. They have a different culture to them, it seems, from Stevie to.
I mean, I was going to point out, to kind of counter what your last little point there, Villas still do have the
kick you.
The hatchets to fall back on.
That's a Villa blood and bread, though. That was before
It's getting, but
As long
Shout
as
out John-
Tyrone Mings is playing, someone's getting kicked.
Someone's getting kicked.
Well, shout out John McGinn, who the captain for Villa, has had another stellar game. I really don't like him very much because he tried to injure every Arsenal player when we played them. But
He is good.
he has been on a tear. Obviously, Ollie Watkins was good. Douglas Luiz with the goal in the 87th minute to tie
Yep.
it up.
Big for the club.
Villa
Yeah.
should have pulled this out, truthfully.
Oh,
I agree. I
They
agree.
really should have pulled this out.
Tacked on the pressure at the end. I mean, Ivan Toney gets his goal, of course. He had a bet
It's a
in.
nice cross.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Very nice cross.
Absolutely. Tony must have had a bet in on himself to get one today, a little prop bet.
always does.
I would bet on me too.
That's why he scored. They did have the ball in the net again, but it was offsides. Right, correctly called. You know, we're
Yep.
not
It
hating
was, yep.
at this moment. So but all in all, I think a fair result. I predicted Villa to win, just based on form. But
I
Brentford showed they still got it, even in the even when it's they haven't been at it past couple of games. But again, it's the Ivan Toney show. And if Toney shows up and wants to be a match winner, then Brentford win.
Mhm.
I mean, that's just been all season. Like you go back to when they won at the Etihad, it was all Ivan Toney. Right after he didn't get picked for the World Cup,
Yep.
and he was like, "Have some of this, Southgate."
Pissed. Yeah, he's pissed, man.
Yeah. So you can't ever count Brentford out because, and we'll get to that in the next segment because you guys got them on Tuesday. So that's going to be a good game. But yeah, all in all, I thought fair result. Speaking of fair results, Palace held Everton at home to a 0-0. I guess it's the other way around, honestly. When I went back and looked at the highlights, Everton were, fought like wild animals, as I said,
needing
and
that point, baby.
were able to garner a point against a Roy ball, the Hodgson ball that Palace have been doing. And I thought Palace looked good again, but Everton was hanging on. Definitely in the last 10 minutes after they took the red card.
Well, Palace is pretty safe too because they're on 37. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can get 3
they
points
won't.
before the end of the year. So
They won't. They won't. Yeah,
safe.
they're safe.
Oh, Palace.
Palace are too good to go down.
Yeah, Palace is fine.
They were only ever in danger for a couple of weeks there during the we fired Vieira period, and we don't really know what's going on. And before Roy came in, and when Vieira was at the very end of it, that's when we were like, oh, they're plummeting. But and Zaha's about to come back, and now I don't know how good that'll be for them because they've been terrific without him.
And you mentioned that before. You said that they've produced a lot more without him in the team. So it does. That's why I made the mention about them being pretty close to safe because they need 3 more points to hit 40. So
Yeah, they're right there at it. Absolutely. Not much else to say about that one. Good 0-0 for Everton. Palace probably think that they should have gotten more from the game, but a lot of people think that when they come up against Sean Dyche. All right, next up, Leicester City have won a game, and the Wolves, the wandering Wolves of Wolverhampton, have proven yet again they're an enigma team that will not let you predict their score.
Nope.
You will not get a Wolves score right for the rest of the season. We all thought Diego Costa would score. I don't think he played. So yeah,
He's
shows
probably out riding his bulldozer or whatever.
Yeah, shows what I know.
He's out walking all the he's out walking all the wolves they gave him for the beginning of the season.
Did he play? Did he get in the game?
He started.
There you go. Okay.
But he came off in the 58th minute.
There you go. Yeah, so he was there. He did play. I thought that the second goal for Leicester, remarkably, amazingly, was like an actual good goal. I mean, credit.
Yeah, it was. It was.
It was a great passage of play. 1-2 touch stuff. 4 or 5 passes. Got a break down the side, and got the ball into the box. My man's got the first touch. 1 touch right in the back of the mat. So where's it been all season?
Well,
manager
Brendan
brought
Rodgers was in
3
charge,
years
so
later?
I mean, I was thinking like we can't even, it's no more how does Brendan Rodgers have a job because he's gone, but like it's just like guys, it's the same people, it's the same dudes. Where's it been? So I don't know. Do we really think Dean Smith is a better manager than Brendan Rodgers?
Apparently, yes.
I think they're about even.
I mean, let's not forget that Brendan Rodgers brought Swansea into the league, and they were good for a couple of seasons. Then he goes to Liverpool, and Suarez and Daniel Sturridge were doing a madness, if you remember that season, and they almost they came in second.
They let it slip
that season. So Brendan Rodgers just, I guess, threw it all away at Leicester there. But here's what I'll say about this game. Guess who wasn't playing for Leicester?
James Madison.
And they win a game.
Hey, you said last week, you said if James Madison doesn't play, they'll win.
That's am I the only one not surprised by that? Yeah, I don't know. But it does throw Wolves right back down into it. That's how close it is down there. 34 points for Wolves. I think they'll be fine despite the loss. But I really hope they don't have something to play for on the last game of the season because that's who Arsenal play. And it'd be nice to have to play.
Costa going to ruin your dreams, hopes and dreams.
Don't even say stuff like that. Yeah.
It's not going to happen, but it would all come full circle at that point.
Well, another team looking to ruin dreams, Liverpool and Forest played out an absolute thriller at Anfield. I guess that's the only kind of games that Liverpool show up for. Games that are going to be nuts and back and forth and lots of fun.
This game is what has led to my rant.
21 minutes, you get 5 goals. I don't care who you're against. That's pathetic. That's absolutely terrible. And it was easy. Newcastle didn't need. Yes, they played some good stuff and they finished well, but truly pathetic defending. I mean, it was. They came out just as bad as Arsenal came out. Way worse. We were lucky we weren't playing a team that can score like that, or else we would have gotten shellacked, like Hotspur has here on this one. But yeah, credit to Newcastle because Jacob Murphy was immense.
Yeah, he was.
Joe Willock will not get mentioned and hasn't been mentioned very much in this team. He's an unsung hero in this Newcastle side. The pass he made for the 4th goal into Isak, pure brilliance, and utter brilliance. And we say that are we the farmers, but let's think about the Champions League this season. Newcastle would compete.
Yeah.
Newcastle would compete with some of the Champions League teams. Brighton Hove Albion would compete with some of the Champions League teams.
But that goes back to my point.
You may come out for this, but the way I saw Paris play this season, I would give Brighton and Newcastle a shot versus Paris this season. A supposed juggernaut of the Champions League.
And that's my point with Jake too. I would put our top 6 against any barring. I'd put our top 6 against. No. I'm saying I would put our top 6 against Borussia Dortmund. I'd put them against 2, 3, 4 in any other league.
Yeah.
Given Barcelona, Madrid in the La Liga, I would give their 3, 4, 5. I would put our 2, 3, 4 against any and bet the Premier League every time. Every time.
But Newcastle were definitely good today. Deserved winners.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
They smashed us.
Looked great.
Awesome.
I mean, part of that was Spurs. I mean, I still can't believe that Hugo Lloris didn't even move on that Jacob Murphy goal. He saw that the whole way. He didn't even move.
I mean, they ripped him apart. NBC wrecked his soul. That post-match interview, like, if it's any other team, I feel really sorry for Lloris. But since it's Spurs, put it on him. Great.
Good for him. Yep.
Lloris, I thought he was about to cry in that interview, man. The interviewer, the first question they asked him was, "How embarrassed are you right now?" Wow, that is brutal, man. Talk about kicking a dude while he's down after he's been subbed off at halftime. Oh man,
I was listening
enjoyed every
to
second of it.
I think it was Talk Sport, and they were talking about this has got to be rock bottom for Tottenham and this and that and the other. But supposedly behind the scenes in their manager search, it's pure chaos. Like
that's why Stellini's still there, because there is no one.
Pure chaos. There
is no one.
Yeah. They don't even have a short list. They keep getting named for everybody else that's out there, and then they're like, "Oh, no, I'm good. No, I'm good."
It's just it's a thing of who wants that job.
Yeah,
because they're not making
Champs League.
They're not making Champs League. It's bad news bears. But
it's time for Kane to leave.
Try to hire somebody who's a name that shouldn't have a job. So, and this is not knocking anyone, but like Vieira might get a shout for that job. Lampard might get a shout for that job. He wouldn't take it, but Lampard, John Terry, Gerrard.
Do any of these guys want to go to Tottenham?
Company.
I mean, supposedly they've been linked with Nagelsmann and Enrique, but
like you say,
one of them are going to Chelsea. I'm actually shocked that they both turned Chelsea down. So
I'm not.
We'll get to that, but one more game to get through beforehand. West Ham have absolutely wrecked Bournemouth, 4-0 at the Cherries. I really don't like West Ham.
David Moyes has saved his job again.
He has.
But yeah, I mean, and this time I think he's saved it for good until next season. This was a big win against a rival. West Ham are up to 13th place after drawing Arsenal and destroying Bournemouth.
Game in hand on Crystal Palace.
Yep, on the team above them, absolutely. So West Ham are looking good. Not a whole lot to say about this one, really. Bournemouth, kind of what you expect. I mean, the amount of goals maybe is a bit, but West Ham are coming good at the right time.
Declan Rice has scored 2 goals this week.
Yes, he has. He's going to look good in an Arsenal shirt next season. So keep on. Actually, you know what?
Paying for that one.
You're coming anyway. Quit driving the price up.
He is. You're about to 100 million at this point.
quit driving your value up. We want to get British you for cheaper than 150.
Yeah, the British tax, exactly.
British tax.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, there were a whole bunch of goals today, and let's get a whole bunch of likes on the video. Go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and get the notification bell on. We will be back really, really soon.